Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sneha and welcome to Perio Hub. So today it's going to be a fun video wherein we will be journaling together for the year ahead of 2021. So personally, if you would have asked me what exactly is a bullet journal few years back, then I would have had no idea about it. I had never used a journal during my undergraduation or the post-graduation days, but I so wish somebody would have come and told me about it back in those days. So I highly recommend all the students out there to start bullet journaling, not just students, but other clinicians as well as other professionals. It really comes in handy. It helps you to organize all your thoughts in one single place and it keeps you just in control throughout the year. So with that, let's start journaling. So for this journal setup, you would be requiring a notebook, few colored pens, a ruler and sticky notes. So we are going to make a very small, a simple, a minimalistic journal which you can carry around to your college and to your workplace. And the other disclaimer here is that I'm zero when it comes to art and all the artistic and the creative work. So you can of course kindle your creative bones and make this journal as pretty, as glamorous as you want it to be. So here we start off with writing our personal information. So name, your address, your phone number, just in case if you lose the journal, we would get it back. And coming on to the first section, which is the year at a glance. So here we'll start off by splitting each page into 3 basic columns. So subsequently, we would have the first half of the year, that is from January to June, which will be spread over the first 2 pages. So as you can see, I'm just writing down the months. And this is the layout of the first 6 months. Now we'll go ahead and write the days and the dates. Now this can be a little taxing, but just remember you're only going to do once right before the year will begin. So once you're done, you'll have the first year spread over 2 pages and the next half of the year spread over the next 2 pages. So now I'm going ahead and marking the important days. So 11th Jan is my dad's birthday. 15th, I have a very important project deadline. You can go ahead and mark your important exam days, the dates that you're going to take a break. So anything, any appointments, events that are going to happen in the future can be written down in this section. So once you're done with the year at a glance and you have a broad perspective about the whole year in front of you, we move on to the next part, which is month at a glance, and we start off with the first month of January. So here I'm writing the month of January. Again, I'm writing it in a very simple format. You can go ahead and make it very colorful. I'm also writing a small quote. This is the one which my mom always tells me, you have to always work smart and not hard. So I'm writing that down. I'm also adding a sticky note over here just in case I want to directly skip to a particular month. This sticky note will come in handy. Now once we are done with the starting page, we have the monthly spread. So again, here I'm dividing the 2 pages into 7 columns, that is from Monday to Sunday, and 5 subsequent rows. And I would be writing the days and the dates for that particular month. So once we are done, we'll have a layout which looks something like this. And again, go ahead and transfer all your important events and dates. Here I would go a step ahead and plan my whole month. So here I'm highlighting the days when I have to upload, but you can always go ahead and write your important dates of submission, any vacation that you're going to take, any breaks, any days of exams, any other planning that is required goes directly into the monthly spread. So after you're done making the layout of the month, I highly recommend you to keep 2 sections each month. One would be the section of gratitude. So as we all know, we are living in this very competitive, toxic environment, and it is everybody is rushing through their life. Everybody wants to be on top, and this obviously brings a lot of stress and toxicity. So this particular section of gratitude would help you to calm you down. Every single day, just make sure you take out little time and just write one line for which you are thankful for. Now, if you feel writing a gratitude every single day is too much for you, then you can obviously mellow it down. You can write one every 2 days, write one every week. Just do what feels right for you. Now this section comes in handy, especially in those days when you are very depressed, when you are moody, and when you just don't want to get out of the bed. So you can open up this page and read through your list, and it'll just bring a smile to your face, and it'll bring a shift in the perspective and make your day much more better. Now the second important section that I recommend is the thought mine. Again, with all the stress around, with all the competition around, we have so many thoughts which run in our mind continuously. So these are the professional thoughts, personal thoughts, anything. When it comes to your mind, just declutter it and write it on a page. So this way it will help you clear out your mind, and when it is on a page, you can obviously read it and you can convert your thoughts to actions. Now at this stage, I think you're good to go. You can, if you think that this amount of organization is enough for you, then you can skip the next section. But if you want to go 1 mile extra, then you can go for the third part, which is week at a glance. So for this, again, I'm repeating the same process. I am dividing 2 pages into Monday to Sunday. And I will be writing all my important to-do lists every single day. So a night before, I like to write my to-do list for the next day. Also, I have a section for notes and goals. So here I would write my weekly goals or any notes that are required. Now it totally depends upon you how you want to take it forward. You can always sit for a good 1.5 hours and make the whole planner in one go, or else you can just finish off with the first month of January, and once January is coming to an end, then you can sit and make for the next month of February, and that makes it more flexible. If I want to add few sections, then I can add, and if I don't want to add few sections, then I can obviously go ahead and delete it. So just to give you an idea, this is my monthly spread for the month of July 2020, and these are my weekly spreads. So this is how your journal will look like once you're done. So I hope you found this video helpful and entertaining at the same time, and if it was, then please do like, share, subscribe and comment in the section below. It really helps us get discovered better. And I'll be meeting you next year in the year of 2021. So have a great year-end celebrations. Have a wonderful time. Be safe. And this is PerioHub signing off.